So today we're interviewing some of the cast from Inner Lifetime TV for Blaze magazine. Hi everybody.
Hi.
So tell me, how is it like to be a part of Inner Lifetime?
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Of course, very fun because you're all the time with friends and stuff.
Yeah, and like we've only known each other for like a little over a year, and we're all so close. So
Yeah.
it's crazy.
It's like we've known each other and we've been friends for like
years and years.
Yeah.
So tell me, how is it like to be on set?
Everybody's so hardworking and so dedicated, but at the same time, we're all having fun.
Yes, it's like
Hard work.
it's professional, but it's not like
Boring.
Yeah, it's not boring. We always have
boring.
time to have fun, but we know that when it's time to get on set, it's time to get to work.
Right.
And everyone's always willing to help each other with their lines, and even if they're not in that scene, everyone's just so helpful and kind, and it's amazing.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Teamwork would be great for the show. So that's awesome. What do you guys think of the show?
It's really relatable.
Yeah.
Like, there's so much drama.
There's always a mean girl at your school. There's always a new girl at the school, so it's just very relatable. I definitely agree.
Yeah.
It takes real life problems and it kind of blows them up so I can actually see, so that people who are watching it, they can see how it is from a person who's living it from that perspective.
Very good. Now, the first day of school at Roosevelt Private School in the new year is captured in the pilot episode of In Our Lifetime. Who is your favorite character so far?
Jason. Jason's my favorite character because he's a bad boy. So, definitely.
I like Tyler and Jason because I feel like they add the comedy that the show needs because it's got so much drama going around. But I feel like they have really great chemistry together and have a lot of fun working together.
I'm gonna go with Jason, just because I feel like whenever you see him, you're like, uh-oh, what's he gonna do? So every scene, you're kind of on edge when you see him, and I really like his character. It's really entertaining.
But Jason wins.
Yeah, my favorites are Shannon and Taylor because I like the layers there are to them. When you see Taylor, you just see this mean girl and you don't like her. When you see Shannon, you see a nice person who always wants to be friends with everyone. But then later in the show, they show that there's a scene where she's crying, and it explains a lot because even though she is a mean person, she's still a person and she experiences feelings just like everyone. And Shannon, she seems like she's just trying to help everyone get their dream guy, but when you actually watch it and dig deeper into the show, you see that she's just trying to do it to get back at Taylor.
So what are your opinions of Maya?
Oh gosh.
I definitely think she's great, of course. But
I feel bad because like she comes into this like new school and everyone's like attacking her. So I feel really bad for her.
Yeah, I feel like she did nothing and everybody's like attacking her.
And especially because she's so young. She's actually the youngest person in the school. She's 11. And so there's a lot of pressure on her. Her teacher is dating her mother. And her teacher is also cheating on her mother with the principal. With the vice principal, yes. And then all these guys are trying to talk to her. All these girls are hating her, and she's so little, and all this pressure is on her shoulders. And everyone, when they first start the show, they probably think that she's really snappy. But then when you see that it's all the stress that's being put on her, you can see that she's relieving that stress by lashing out at everyone, and it's not really her fault.
But at the same time, she's taught like notch. She has like loads of confidence.
yeah, I put all that behind me.
And whoever gets in her way, she takes them down. So it's like.
Yeah, she's an awesome character. I love her. She's great.
Deep there.
So what are your opinions on Taylor?
Be nice. Be nice. Be nice.
Well, she's so mean and everybody sees her as like the mean girl.
Right.
But I think that she has, like you said, there's probably a reason why she's so like angry all the time.
Yeah, and maybe we'll find out in season 2.
Yeah, you just have to tune in and wait and see.
Sneaky.
Season 2, that sounds great. Whose side do you think Jalen's on and why?
Well, when it
She's
first
between sides.
Yeah,
She's
when
really
it
on the
first
fence.
when it first started, I don't think Jalen was on anyone's side. When Shannon decided to help her get with Tyler, then I think she liked Shannon, but she wasn't really on Shannon's side. But then when Taylor set Tyler up with Nia, with Nia, then Jalen really hated Shannon, and she was completely on Taylor's side. And then she found out that Taylor had actually set up Tyler and Nia, and then she started hating Taylor because they are best friends, and I'm supposed to be Jalen's friends as well, so she just doesn't know who to trust at this point.
Yeah, she doesn't know which one to go to.
Yeah.
So.
Wow, lots of drama. So what are your opinions on Zoe? And do you think she's in Taylor's shadow?
She's a puppet.
Yeah,
Definitely.
okay.
She's in Taylor's shadow for sure.
When you get a chihuahua from a pet store, you put the little chihuahua on a leash and it follows you wherever you go. So I feel like Zoe's the chihuahua and she's gonna kind of like bite off the leash and be her own chihuahua, if you will. It's an analogy that is, yeah. So I think she's definitely in my shadow, her shadow, but she definitely I think she's gonna break free.
Yeah, I feel like Zoe, she sees Taylor and she sees her as just like the top dog, the queen bee, and she wants to be like her. So she goes in her shadow to try and ride the ladder to the top. But in doing that, she loses herself in Taylor's shadow and she just becomes like a shell of Taylor. And I think that later on in the show, then she'll find her own self.
Do you think Cody is just trying to fit in with the big dogs, or is he up to no good?
I think
Fit
he's
in.
trying to
Fit
fit
in.
in.
Definitely.
Yep.
I mean, he's really a nerd. He doesn't realize it, I guess.
Yeah.
He's just trying to fit in.
I feel like it's a mix, like, because when we watch the show, you see that he actually did their papers for him, and he said that he was going to give it to them at the end of the party.
Right.
Which
Yeah.
means that he can hold that information against them. He can say, hey, I wrote your papers, and I'm going to tell the teacher if you don't do this, that, and this. So I think he is trying to fit in, but I also think that he has other motives as he wants to become head of all the cool guys in the school.
And I think he also just like genuinely like likes the attention of being,
Yeah.
you know,
Probably.
He likes
yeah.
the thrill of being in
these
company.
guys.
Been a nerd so
Right.
long. He
So
doesn't know it.
I'm finally fitting in. So it's
Yeah, and he likes
likes
the
it.
thrill and the adrenaline of being a bad boy.
yeah.
So do you think Amaya should and can trust Nicole with her darkest secrets?
No.
I think
she
can.
I definitely
But
think
Nicole
she
seems
can.
like a pretty good person.
She
for
needs to
Amaya trust.
whisper a little quieter, if you ask me, because some people can overhear. So, but other than that, I think she can be trusted with her secret.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Nicole's a pretty trustworthy person.
Yeah. Just someone may overhear it and it might get into the wrong hands
But you
relatively quickly.
You really can't trust anybody on this show.
That is true.
That's-
That you can't. There's not a single person you can trust.
Someone quote that. That was good.
So what do you think will happen when Amaya finds out about the relationship between her stepdad and the vice principal?
She's gonna flip.
Furious.
Well, she could take it like as in a bad way, but also she could use it to help her
Have
to show
evidence.
her mom that he's not that good of a guy and to
Exactly.
get back
Told you
with her
so.
dad.
Yeah, so she might be
Yeah.
upset as well as happy because she can go to her mom and say, "I told you he wasn't good for you, but you didn't listen to me."
Exactly.
Yeah, but she
And-
can also be torn between.
Exactly, because
Yeah.
she doesn't want her mom to get hurt,
Yeah.
but at the same time, if Mr. Johnson and her mom break up, that could mean that her dad and her mom get back together, and she really likes her dad, so
Right.
Yeah,
she's got a big decision to make.
They're right.
Yeah.
She could be really furious because this man is supposed to be loving her mom, and she's only putting up with him because her mom loves him. And so when she finds out that he's cheating on her, she's just gonna all the pressure that I've been talking about is just gonna explode.
But would she believe her though?
Oh
Like,
yeah,
Ooh.
because
Well-
like Jason, he saw it, right?
Yeah,
and then
Jason's the only person.
he could spread rumors, and then Amaya would be like, "Oh, that's just a rumor," and she might not believe it until she actually sees it. And would her mom believe her if she told her?
Who knows? We'll have to wait until season 2
Yes.
to find out.
Find out.
So what do you think will change or happen now that she's seeing that Taylor is her stepsister?
Oh my goodness.
Shannon has always known that Taylor was her stepsister. It's Taylor who's gonna find out, and
Yeah.
I think she'd be a little upset because Shannon and Taylor, they're around the same age. So they've always been together well, not together. Well, they've been stepsisters for a really long time. It's not like something that just happened.
Yeah.
So she's gonna be mad that her father didn't let her know that she had a stepsister
Yeah, right.
for this amount of time.
And I also think that, like, I never knew why she hated me, and just because I find out the reason doesn't mean that she's gonna hate me any less than she does. And I also think Taylor's gonna be very, very upset with her dad because that means her dad cheated on her mom. And there's like a side chick situation going on, which is bad.
Exactly.
So I think she's gonna be very mad at her dad. She's gonna feel very betrayed because by Shannon and by her father because no one told her anything,
Yeah.
and her emotions are gonna be all over the place.
What are your hopes for season 2? And do you think it'll have more drama and conflict?
Oh, of course.
Drama. Season 1 was just build up.
Yeah, introduction.
Yeah, season 2 was all drama from here.
Yeah.
So-
It'll take off.
All right, well, be sure to keep up with Blaze Magazine and their content on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube for more updates. And don't forget to follow In Our Lifetime on all their media social outlets.